So recently there was a post saying that comparing King James and R. Kelly, saying that I just ate. Let me make sure I ain't got food around my mouth. But saying that King James was a pedophile, he sexually abused children, and he wrote the Bible. This is the problem with the Black community. I am so against racism, but Black people have begun to worship themselves, and they have begun to blaspheme God because of white leaders in the church. I feel like there's an in between of racism, right? On one side, there is no doubt that there is racism in the church and in society. But on the other side, there is absolutely Black on Black crime, as you have seen recently in Chicago. However, in the situation with R. Kelly, and the reason why I am saying something, and I'm not saying something to obsess over him, is because I was connected to him through a rumor. But because I am a veteran and because I have influence, I have to address certain things, and I have to be very adamant of speaking against something that is not true to that degree, which is why I have made the decision. Even though I had sent him a letter and had sent him a second letter, I made the decision to write him because I didn't have a choice. I had to get in contact with him. R. Kelly is in a very unfortunate situation because he was set up. I think what happened to R. Kelly could happen to anybody in the music industry. During that time, there wasn't social media in the 90s when he was dancing, doing his little thing, when he was dancing. And there's a lot of discrepancies in the story, in Aaliyah's story and in Drake Kelly's story in their family. Boku, whatever, she doesn't show any signs of sexual abuse. And, R. Kelly has been very adamant saying that Jay-Z orchestrated him getting set up. So it's kind of weird that Jay-Z orchestrated him getting set up, but Andre Kelly has been a very strong advocate for Beyonce and Jay-Z. That just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, and it's very weird. So when I found myself getting swarmed by police officers working with the FBI and then accused of desiring Mr. Robert, I was going through a lot. And it's kind of bad because I have a child. I have full custody of her. These allegations of R. Kelly have appeared, and they were lying and saying that I had testified against him in 2021, which is not true. But because I know the music industry, I know about humiliation rituals. I know that you have to sell your soul. And I understand that people were testing the waters to see what I was willing to do to move forward in my music career. I had got a letter from Escape that was asking me to come to New York to attend the meeting. I said no. When I said no, then all of a sudden these rumors appeared that I am R. Kelly's daughter. I'm sexually attracted to him. We married, which there is no evidence or no proof that we are connected. Kelly is a common last name. Kelly is a very common last name. I just want you all to know that. Chessier is a common last name. It's a common last name. There's a lot of Black people. It's a French name. It's a slave owner's name. I'm telling you the truth. The name Chessier is a slave owner's name. So there are a lot of Black people that were owned by slaves that carry that carry their name, the slave owner's name. That doesn't mean that they're mixed. That doesn't mean they're French. You carry your slave owner's name. So there's a lot of common names going around. I was looking at my ancestry, and on one side, I am related to a woman named Aaliyah Jackson. It's hundreds of people, thousands of people that I am related to by blood. With the name of Jackson. My ex-husband's name is Jackson. Are me and my ex-husband cousins and brother and sister? No, we're not related. It's a name. And am I related to Michael Jackson or Janet Jackson? Jackson is a common name. It's a common name. So also the name is Garcia. Another name that popped up is Windsor. Am I related to King Charles because Windsor popped up? So it's just a lot of stupid stuff that goes on when you're dealing with the industry. It's a lot of stupid stuff that happens. And so I made the decision to speak against it because I have gotten attached to him. I had a dream that R. Kelly had gotten out of jail and Aaliyah had gotten arrested and she was proven to still be alive. But I had a dream that R. Kelly had gotten out of jail and he was removed from the registered sex offender list because it was proven that he was innocent. All you could really do is pray for the man, to pray for him in the midst of what he's going through, because if you are a musical artist, it gets deep and it gets dark. It gets deep and it gets dark. When you cannot be controlled, that's when the swarming comes. That's when the lies come. That's when the arrest warrants come. That's when the allegations come. That's when the you assaulted a white woman stuff happens, because you cannot be controlled. So it is still very racist as a Black artist. I know people in Chicago still listen to his music. People still want him to come home. And people really just don't believe that he molested a child. And I know for a fact that when those pixels get removed on his sex tape, you're going to see that Aaliyah was the one in that sex tape, but that's T. Anyway, with that being said, don't be, the Bible was not written by a pedophile. The Bible was not written by a pedophile. I don't believe R. Kelly did what he did. And just be wise about what you say. Also, I don't really care if you thumbs down the video because I don't like you either. To God be the glory. Amen. Also, I would like to say that as I move forward with defending myself against this, this is not the first time that Jay-Z has been accused of targeting artists. I'm not saying Jay-Z or Beyonce ever targeted me. I'm just saying that I think it's kind of suspicious that I was sworn by the FBI over music, and then I was accused of being Aaliyah's daughter, being sexually attracted to R. Kelly, being his wife, being his daughter, and they're both connected to Rock Nation. But what does that have to do with anything? So I got a cold, y'all. It's cold in Chicago. So it's crazy because when I start speaking against allegations, all of a sudden people want to retract statements. And I think that's funny because it's like, look, baby, keep that same energy when you swarm me because I got a problem with you. Keep that same energy when you came trying to shoot at my daughter. Keep that same energy. Keep that same energy. So as I move forward, I'm just defending myself against these allegations, and I have to do them. I have to do them in a way that I don't go to jail for 25 years to life, because there's no way that somebody's going to get away with coming to shoot at my kid. I'm not threatening anybody, but there's no way that's going to happen. But I would just say, y'all, it's kind of scary to see. And I want to say something, right? And I want to let the music industry know this. I want to let the whoever be, because I don't really care about the FBI. I don't care about the newborn police. I want to let it be known that I know that you set me up because you thought that I was going to fight you and I didn't love my child. And I know that you was working with my ex-husband because you thought I was stupid because I was Black. And I don't know why you would think that I would believe a lie that you were looking for Raheem every time he was mysteriously at work and that his car was mysteriously at Derby Park. I don't know why you would think I would be dumb enough to think of that. Whatever happens to you cannot be traced back to me. And I have to go ahead and say that. Whatever happens to you cannot be traced back to me. And I'm gonna have to let people know that I will protect my child by any means necessary. And you better not ever point a gun at my child. Because what happened, I want you to know that it's not over. And I'm not threatening anybody. You better not ever point a gun at my child. So that's your only warning. And I will also like to say, because I am I'm telekinetic, and because I am a prophet, yeah, people are dying. People are dying. People are dying. People are people that betrayed me, and people who were connected to what happened are dying. And there's no there's no evidence. People are dying from cancer. People are being shot. There's hurricanes, floodings, all types of crazy stuff is happening. And yet, you have no evidence it was me, so I can't be arrested. People are getting divorced. People are going through court. It's a lot of bad stuff happening to people. Rakim is on the run. His dad died. Somebody just died from cancer. People are dying. So it's just whatever happens to you, I can't be arrested for, because you have absolutely no proof that I did it. I'm just the prophet of the Lord. If people have been shot, people have been killed, people have died from cancer, all types of terrible things have happened, but it is absolutely no evidence. That's why I like telekinesis. I love telekinesis because my fingerprints is not on anything.